Hello, Dixie Heights High School class of 2029. My name is Mrs. Hoffman, and I am one of the counselors here at Dixie Heights High School. First off, I want to say welcome to Dixie Heights. We are very excited that you are going to be joining the Colonel family next year. So today, what I'm talking to you about is how you are going to select your classes for next year. There's going to be a lot of information given today. And it might seem a bit overwhelming, but you do have some time to talk to your teachers, talk to your parents and guardians, and kind of figure out the classes that you want to take. So in this presentation, you're going to learn a lot about the pathways that we offer here at Dixie Heights, as well as some opportunities that are going to be available to you a little bit later down the road. But I want to mention them today just because once you start your high school career, the things that you do can impact whether or not you're able to do those opportunities a bit down the road. So again, a lot of information given. If you have any questions after this presentation is over that can't be answered by your middle school or your parents, at the end of the presentation, you're going to be given the contact information for your counselor at Dixie Heights. Just shoot us an email and we will get back to you quickly to answer your questions. All right, class of 2029, let's get started. I want to start by going over some important dates in the registration process. You will all receive your registration materials the week of February 24th. On Monday the 24th, all of the scheduling materials you will need will be uploaded to the Dixie webpage. So if you misplace your course selection sheet or need to look at the course guide for information about classes, you'll be able to find that information on the website starting Monday, February 24th. On Wednesday, February 26th, we will have the incoming 9th grade information night for parents and guardians, where we will go over all of the scheduling information with your parents and guardians. The information night will start at 6 p.m. at Dixie Heights. On Friday, March 7th, your completed course selection sheets are due. You will turn them in to either your teacher or counselor, whichever one your middle school tells you to turn them into. It's very important that you meet this deadline because what classes are offered next year is based on your requests, and we'll want to get started on the master schedule soon. Also, if you are late in turning in your registration sheet, you are less likely to get your first choice options. You can access all of the materials you'll need for scheduling from the Dixie Heights website. Once you're on the Dixie homepage, you'll want to select Resources from the top right corner and then select Counseling Services from the drop-down menu. Once you're on the school counseling page, select Scheduling Materials from the left-hand side, and this will take you to all of the information and materials you need for the course selection process. The Dixie Heights Course Guide is going to be one of the most helpful resources you'll have while completing your course requests. In the course guide, you'll find information about graduation requirements, career pathways, NCAA eligibility, AP and dual credit courses, and most importantly, you'll find a description of every class we offer here at Dixie Heights. As you're completing your course requests, it will be helpful to have the course guide handy. Once you get to Dixie Heights, you will hear a lot about our college and career readiness standards. It's our goal that all of you graduate in 4 years and that you will be ready for whatever path you choose, whether it be a 4-year college, trade school, enlisting in the military, or joining the workforce. The district has come up with different indicators that you can meet to demonstrate your transition readiness. This box right here includes all of the academic indicators that lead to college readiness. This includes things such as earning an A, B, or C in a dual credit English or math class, earning a score of 3 or higher on an AP test, or having a cumulative GPA of 2.8 or higher and earning an A, B, or C in an AP class or in Algebra 2. This box shows the standardized testing indicators. This includes hitting benchmark scores on the ACT or Coyote tests. The box farthest on the right shows the career readiness indicators. Included here are the career pathway credentials along with work-based learning internships, military enlistment, as well as meeting 2 of the indicators listed here. As I just mentioned, one of the ways to achieve career readiness is by completing a career pathway. At Dixie Heights, we offer 8 different career pathway programs that you take that can lead to career readiness. These programs include administrative support, computer programming, digital design and game development, engineering design, hospitality, travel, tourism, and recreation, management and entrepreneurship, and we also have a non-pathway certification in veterinary science. After you earn 2 credits in a pathway, you will take the end of program assessment, and if you pass that, you've earned career readiness. One of the really cool things about the pathways is that they give students a glimpse into careers in that field. For example, our engineering pathway allows students to see the work an environmental engineer or land surveyor does. Our computer programming pathway gives students a glimpse into the work as a website designer or cybersecurity expert. On the back of your course selection sheet, you'll see the career pathway course sequences that are listed in this slide. This shows you the courses you need to take in order to complete a career pathway. In addition to the career pathways offered at Dixie Heights, we have also partnered with other local institutions to offer even more career pathway opportunities. 2 programs that start in 9th grade are JROTC at Scott High School and the Ignite Institute. I'm pretty sure you've probably all visited Ignite and received a presentation from them as well. For anyone interested in JROTC, just remember that this program is at Scott High School, so you will take all of your classes there. Starting your junior year, you will also have opportunities to complete a career pathway at Gateway. Another opportunity starting the 11th grade year is the Young Scholars Program at NKU. This is a program where you are a full-time college student in high school and you take all of your classes at NKU. Another incredible opportunity that will open up to you at the beginning of your junior year are dual credit courses. Dual credit courses are college-level courses that students take while still in high school during their junior and senior years. Students earn both high school and college credit with dual credit classes. Dual credit classes are offered at Dixie Heights, online, or on a college campus, and the courses are offered at a greatly reduced rate. The cost of a 3 credit hour class is $295. That's about 1/3 of what a typical college student pays. There are also dual credit scholarships available. All dual credit courses are on a weighted GPA scale, meaning an A will be awarded a 5.0. There is an application process, and you must be accepted into the university's dual credit program in order to take dual credit classes. I know that dual credit courses are still a couple years away for you, but they do look at your GPA, standardized test scores, behavior, and attendance. So what you do starting now can impact opportunities for you a bit later in your high school career. Next, I want to talk about recognitions that you can earn at graduation. Students who graduate summa cum laude have a final GPA that's weighted of 4.2 or higher and have earned credit in 5 AP or dual credit courses in 4 of the 6 academic areas. To earn magna cum laude, students have a weighted GPA of 3.8 or higher and have completed a minimum of 2 AP or dual credit classes. For cum laude, students have a final weighted GPA of 3.5 or higher. For honors and recognitions, GPA is not rounded up. Remember, any high school class you take goes into your cumulative GPA. So what you do next year impacts these recognitions down the road. Now I want to go over graduation requirements. As you probably heard, Dixie Heights will be moving from a trimester schedule to a semester schedule starting next year, which means your graduation requirements are different than the students who are already attending Dixie Heights High School. In order to graduate, you will need 4 credits in English, 4 credits in math, 3 credits in science, 3 credits in social studies, a half credit in both PE and health, 1 credit in arts and humanities, and 1 credit in business or career tech education. Within those subjects, there's also specific classes that you need to earn credit for. In English, it's English 1, 2, 3, and 4, or the equivalents. Math must include Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, plus an additional math credit. Science must include integrated science, biology, and integrated science 2 or the equivalent. Social studies must include integrated social studies, world civilization, and U.S. history or the equivalent AP courses. Once you earn all of these credits, you will have 17 credits. This means you must earn 6 elective credits in order to get to the 23 total credits needed to graduate. The next thing I want to talk to you about is the Dixie Heights schedule change policy. It's very important that you are thoughtful about the classes you want to take. We want you to take things that you're interested in. Once your schedule is created in Infinite Campus, you must meet one of the following reasons in order to have your schedule changed. You're missing a graduation requirement. You are not scheduled into a class during one of your 6 bells. You are scheduled into a class you already received credit for, or we made a scheduling error when we put in your classes. Schedules will not be changed for any of the following reasons that include, but are not limited to, requesting a specific teacher, requesting to be in class with a friend, requesting a specific lunch, requesting to have a class during a specific period or time of day, or no longer being interested in a class that you registered for during this process. So remember, we have a pretty strict schedule change policy, so really think about the classes you want to take next year and only register for things that you're interested in. Now, I just want to point out some things that'll be different since we're moving to a semester schedule. Instead of 3 terms, Dixie Heights will operate on 2 semesters starting next school year. Instead of 5 classes each day, students will have 6 daily classes. Full credit classes will be full year classes. This means you will have the same teacher during the same bell for the entire year for the same class. Credit will be awarded at the end of the school year for full year's classes. Your final grade will be your semester 1 grade plus your semester 2 grade divided by 2. If you have a 60% or higher at the end of the year for a full year class, you will get a full credit for that class. If your grade is below a 60%, you will not receive any credit for that class. For semester classes, credit will be awarded at the end of the semester in which you complete the class. Now it's time to get into how you are going to request your courses for next year. You should all have a green course selection sheet. For those of you who are currently virtual students, a copy of the selection sheet is available online on the scheduling materials page. This is what your scheduling sheet looks like. Please be sure that your name is printed legibly on the top of the sheet. If we can't read your name, we won't be able to put classes in for you. Across from your name is a space for your parent or guardian to sign your completed course selection sheet. We want you to discuss your course choices with a parent or guardian, so their signature is required to complete the course selection process. In this section right here is where you will write in the courses that you want to take next year. There is a space for you to write in English, math, science, and social studies choices. For full year classes, you will want to write the same class in semester 1 and semester 2. For example, if you're going to take English 1 next year, you will write English 1 under both semester 1 and semester 2 where it says English on your course selection sheet. This section right here lists all of the courses you can take as a 9th grader. Every course you write in above must be listed here. The number listed under credit on your course selection sheet is the credits that a course is worth. If there is a 1 listed, it is a full year class and you must write it in under both semester 1 and semester 2. If there is a 0.5 listed, it is a semester long class and you would write it in under either semester 1 or semester 2. Writing it in a particular semester above does not mean that is when it will be scheduled on your schedule. If you see an asterisk in the prereq box, that means that a particular class has a prerequisite that you need to meet in order to take it. For example, there is an asterisk next to Spanish 2. This means that you must have earned the credit in Spanish 1 in order to register for Spanish 2. Another thing to pay attention to is if there is any notes written next to the class. For example, next to accelerated geometry, there is a note that says requires Algebra 1 teacher's signature. This means that your Algebra 1 teacher must sign off on you taking accelerated geometry next year. Your Algebra 1 teacher will do this by putting their initials in the staff initial box here, next to where you write in accelerated geometry. When you flip over your course selection sheet, this is what it looks like. On the top are the course sequences for the 8 career pathways we offer at Dixie Heights. On the bottom is a copy of the schedule change policy. I just went over this with you a few slides ago. Remember, just be thoughtful in the process of selecting your classes. There are only a few reasons that we allow students to change their schedules. This is what a completed course selection sheet looks like. This section right here has classes listed in each of the 6 spots under Semester 1 and Semester 2. Full year classes are listed in both semesters, and teachers have initialed the classes that require teacher approval. Lastly, 3 alternate choices have been written in. You write in 3 classes here in the event that you don't get your first choice classes. Once your course selection sheet looks like this, your name is printed legibly on the top and your parent or guardian has signed it, you should turn it in to your middle school teacher. Just a few reminders of things you all need to do in order to successfully complete your course selections. Every student needs to sign up for an English, math, science, and social studies class. All students must select the equivalent of 6 full year classes. All students must also write in 3 alternate choice selections in the event you don't get your first choice. Your completed course selection sheets are due to your middle school teacher or counselor no later than Friday, March 7th. All right, class of 2029. This concludes our scheduling presentation of how you are going to select your 9th grade classes. If you have any questions after you watch this video and you talk things over with your teachers and parents or guardians, feel free to email your Dixie Heights counselor. For students with last names that start with A through G, you want to email me, Mrs. Hoffman. For students' last names H through P, shoot Mr. Ogles an email. And if your last name starts with Q through Z, you can email Mrs. Miller. All right, class of 2029, I just want to say once again, welcome to Dixie Heights High School. We look forward to seeing you next year.